In part 1, 2, and 3 of Introduction to Cryptocurrency, we covered the exchange, we talked about terminology, went through how you can buy your cryptocurrency on the exchange, how to identify cryptocurrencies to buy. But just note that when you do keep your cryptocurrencies on the exchange, there is some inherent risk to that. If you follow the news, you'll notice that some of the exchanges have been hacked for X amount of millions of dollars. So there are a number of ways to best secure your cryptocurrencies, which means really taking the personal responsibility to protect your own hodlings of cryptocurrency. So again, the most secure way is for you to control your own cryptocurrency. My name is Jeff with the Hodl Report. Today you're joining me on our journey into the world of cryptocurrency as we explore how you secure your cryptocurrency. If you enjoyed today's video, please give us a thumbs up and also subscribe to our channel. If you want an immediate notification after we upload a new video like this one, hit the bell notifier. Before we begin, I do want to begin with a quick disclaimer. On this video, I'm discussing my opinions only. I'm not providing you, the viewer, with any financial advice, but if I am going to give you any advice, then let it be this. Do your own research, invest only what you can afford to lose, invest only what you're truly comfortable investing in, and don't buy or sell based on the hype or FOMO that is spread online. So with that, let's get into today's topic of securing your cryptocurrency. Okay, so again, there's really two primary ways to secure your cryptocurrency, and actually there's a third that I'm not really going to get into, which is called the YubiKey. And this is something new for me anyways, that I'm going to start testing, which is a hardware two-step authenticator that plugs into your computer, but we'll get into that another time. So today we're going to cover really two primary ways that you want to secure your cryptocurrency. One is through a two-step authentication process, and what you'll note with the two-step authentication process is that this is also something important for your online presence in general. The second point that we're going to cover is securing your cryptocurrency with the offline ledger. And I do have one here. The offline ledger is this little device. This is the Nano S. When we plug it into the computer, this holds our keys for our cryptocurrency wallets. And it interfaces with a software that's online, but this is the Ledger Nano S, which we'll talk about a little bit today. So first we're going to really get into two-step authentication and what it really means. So two-step authentication is a security method, again, as I mentioned, that really you should be using as a general rule to protect your accounts, apps, that you're engaging in online activity, which could even be your Facebook and Twitter, but for sure your Google account, your banking accounts, and many more things that need to be secured that are connected online. Now, the two-step authentication is a secure method of logging into your account using an external app that generates a 6-digit one-time passcode. The passcode changes and times out or auto times out every 30 seconds and changes into a new 6-digit passcode. So if you miss that time allotment and you're on your website trying to log in with the timed out 6-digit passcode, you'll have to grab the new one. I'm going to show you briefly how to go through that. So now for those accounts that you've selected to use the two-step authentication, on login, after you enter the app or site password, you're going to be asked to enter in this 6-digit authentication code in order to gain access to that app or the software or the website that you want to get into to access your critical data that you're protecting with this two-step authentication process. So step one, utilizing the two-step authentication process, is download the Google Authenticator app on your mobile device. There are other apps that are similar to this. One of them is called Authy. and there's others I'm sure on the Apple phone as well. Now, step 2, set up an account to start using a two-step authentication process. So let's use Coinbase as a primary example of how you go about doing this. So when we log into our Coinbase account, we're going to click on Settings. From Settings, there's a tab here for Security. We're going to go to Security. You want to verify your phone number so you can receive text messages when you're accessing Coinbase. But even more importantly here is enabling our two-factor authentication. So once we enable the two-factor authentication, it is going to generate a key for us. Now, if we can log in and we lose this key, we can regenerate a new key. But if we regenerate a new key, then we have to set up our authenticator again for Coinbase because it's going to be using a new key. So the key that this generates is going to be utilized by the authenticator program. So step 3, add Coinbase to your Google Authenticator app. So now the Google Authenticator app we downloaded, we're going to go into our add an account mode. So you can put whatever account name you want, your key. This is the key that the Coinbase gave you, this secure key. You're going to take this secure key from the two-factor authentication on Coinbase, and we're going to plug it in here where it says your key. You have a couple options. Time-based is important here because it will time out and continuously every 30 seconds. It's always running in the background. It's always being timed out. A 6-digit, which is numeric, will be updated on a regular interval. So now, step 4, find your new Coinbase two-step 6-digit numeric authentication code from your Google Authenticator app. We just set up on this step here. We set it up, so now we should be able to see our 6-digit code that is constantly being refreshed. So now what we're going to do is open up our Google Authenticator app, and so when we get into the Google Authenticator app, if you have more than one website or app or whatever that's being protected, there'll be an entire list of them here. This is what it'll look like. You'll see like Coinbase. Here's your 6-digit number. Here's where it's showing that it's timing out. And even when the app isn't open, it's continuously timing out. So these numbers are continuously changing in the background, which makes it fairly secure. So now, step 5, we're going to log back into Coinbase using this new 6-digit timed two-step authentication code. So now when we go back in and we log into Coinbase, we put in our password, it's now going to ask us, since we enabled it in our previous login, we said we want to use the two-factor authentication to log back in for a security precaution. Now it's asking us for the 6-digit code, and we need to plug in the 6-digit code in order to move on to the login phase. So again, we're going to grab this 6-digit code that's on our Authenticator app, and we're going to type it in over here, which will then allow us to log into Coinbase. Okay, so the next method of securing our crypto, again, we're going to talk about the offline wallet, and in this case, we're going to talk a little bit about the Nano S from Ledger. There's a couple of them out there, but this is probably one of the more utilized offline wallets that allows you to secure your cryptocurrency, and you can only access your wallets if this is plugged into your computer and you've accessed it through the code, and there's an enabling process as you go through that. So let's talk a little bit about the Nano S. So first of all, you want to make sure that you buy it directly from the Ledger website and not from Amazon or someplace else, because you have to verify the authenticity of the product. Ledger did release a new software, which is Ledger Live, and through Ledger Live, the software will actually go through a diagnostic mode to determine whether or not it is an authentic Nano S or not, but you're really better off buying it directly from their website. So now it's very easy to use. There's many videos on the use of it. There's tutorials on their website. And as you go through the process, the first time you connect it, it goes through a setup. The setup is easy. It gives you a 24-word key that you're going to write down on a piece of paper. You don't want to document that on Word and keep it online. You want to make sure you keep it offline. That's the concept of an offline wallet. So in case you lose this, you have it backed up with a 24-word key that you have written down, and you can duplicate this by adding your 24-word key to a new one when you log into it. You can connect right now up to 30 cryptocurrencies. If you go to the ledger.com website, it runs with Windows, Mac, and Linux support for the new Ledger Live. There is a legacy app that's still being supported that runs through the Chrome browser. So you have the Ledger Manager that allows you to add and subtract which currencies you want to utilize at that moment with the offline wallet. You have a Ledger Bitcoin, a Litecoin, and Ethereum wallet apps. And there's others. You have Stellar that's still active, actually, the Stellar account view. But Ledger themselves, the Ledger app, I should say, they have an extension on Chrome that they're no longer updating since they launched the Ledger Live. But their statement is they will only it's only going to be supported so long as Google supports it on their extension. They are no longer supporting this extension, so that's important. Okay, so here, this is the website. This is the Ledger website. They have the Ledger Nano S. They have the Blue. This is live. They have a vault. You can read all about it. Go to ledger.com. You can get a more in-depth understanding of what it's all about. But the Ledger Nano S, it's about $99. This is where you want to buy it. This is what it looks like. This is how it connects to your laptop. It's very straightforward. So now step one, follow the instructions on getting the Ledger set up. So your new Nano S, again, you're getting it secured with a 24-word passcode that you're documenting on a piece of paper. Put it in a safe, put it in a safety deposit box, but keep it safe. Again, you want to take all precaution when you're transacting in cryptocurrency, and again, buying online, buying this device online, and making sure anything you do within this space is authentic. So, all right, step two, from the Ledger website, download the Ledger Live software in Windows, Mac, or Linux version, install, and log into it. So we're going to log into the Ledger Live app once it's downloaded. Very simple. You log in. Now, step two, now that you've logged into the Ledger Live, you will want to add accounts. It will prompt you to connect your device if you haven't done so already and log in. So there's an account manager. You can add accounts. You can look at your portfolio view. You can look at a dashboard view. But once you go through the connectivity process, it's going to say connect your device. So you're going to connect your device. And then it goes through. Then you want to make sure that depending on which wallet you're looking at, it has to, if you're opening up Bitcoin, and so you're going to go to your Bitcoin wallet. Again, we can get into a further tutorial. I want to give an overview of two of the ways to really secure your crypto. So once you're logged in, this is a view of the dashboard. So here's where your accounts are. This is just a standard image I grabbed online. You click the plus, you can add a new account. These are a list of your accounts. You have a nice dashboard view of your total hodlings, and you can look at the trends. And so there's just multiple views and ways to see all of your holdings or hodlings all in one place in a dashboard view with your offline wallet. If you enjoyed today's video, again, give us a thumbs up. If you enjoy our video series in general, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. You'll be notified every time we upload a new video. And until next time, keep hodling your crypto.